Quentin Tarantino is a very interesting person. He has a lot of interesting takes, some that are bad, some that I can agree with. He recently made a comment saying that 2019 was the last year of movies. There's more that he goes into. You can check out the full article on Variety. There's one half of what he was talking about that I agree with, but the issue that I have is the whole last year of movies, because it has not, like, his whole argument is the release windows and stuff like that, which is completely fine. I agree. Like, the release windows for movies do hurt movies, especially like scattered release dates and stuff like that, but it doesn't take away from whether a movie is good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Um, but that, I think he's talking about two things that are just kind of conflicting. I agree with the whole release window, the whole 4 weeks thing. Like, that's bullshit, right? But to sit there and say that 2019 was the last year of movies, I don't know what the fuck he means by that. You know what I'm saying? If he was going to say like 2019 was the last year that the box office was financially good or the most successful, that's fine, right? But that's not my issue. My issue is when he starts to say 2019 was the last fucking year of movies. I don't know what he means by that. Like, 2022 didn't happen, 2023 didn't happen, and we just didn't have a crazy year with 2024. Because I could argue that there were better movies in 2022, 2023, and 2024 compared to 2019. Now, if we want to compare success, obviously, 2019 got it, but doesn't mean that they had the greatest amount of movies and stuff like that. I don't really care when it comes to like the success of something. Like, that doesn't bother me. Um, People are so quick to just blame streaming for like everything. Granted, he's not wrong to an extent on that, but that doesn't change that, you can still watch these movies and go support these movies. So maybe the studios will get the hint, like, no, put this in theaters for more days, because there are movies that obviously get a longer release window. Like, look at Inside Out 2 that had like 100 days. So studios can very well demand that. Why more of them don't, I have no idea. Don't really care, to be honest. It is what it is. I'ma still be in the theater. Now, people will make all the excuses in the world not to see a movie and complain about the state of movies when we've gotten so many dope movies over the last couple of years that I don't understand this notion that movie theaters are dead or the movie theater experience is dead. Because no matter how much people say they hate the MCU or hate the state of superhero movies, they still go out and support those movies in droves. Not so much with certain things, but there are cases where, you know, the demand for the superhero genre is still there. So maybe certain people just need to get away from that and focus on the good movies and talk about the good ones or the movies that they enjoy, instead of telling people like there's no good movies anymore, there's nothing to watch on XYZ, there's nothing, they don't make good movies like they used to. I hate all of that talk. And it makes me think, like, do y'all really even like movies? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, man. But let me know how you guys feel about what Quentin Tarantino has to say about this. Like I said, on one hand, I agree with the whole release window stuff hurts movies, but it doesn't take away from a good movie experience. It doesn't take away from the fact that that movie is still good. You know what I'm saying? And there's been tons of just smaller indie projects or smaller indie studios finding a lot more success. And I just feel like the that is the path that Hollywood is going. If you want to say the blockbusters are kind of dying out, yeah, because those are kind of just what they've always been, just commercial cash grabs. You know what I'm saying? Where now you have a lot more young, up and coming, talented directors, actors, actresses coming out. And just last year alone in horror, there's been so many dope just female performances. Look at fucking Demi Moore. She's about to, she got nominated for an Oscar. You know what I'm saying? So this whole notion that they don't make good movies anymore, or Hollywood is dying. No, it's just changing. Hollywood is always going to go through its shifts and changes. This is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I like that indie films, horror movies, smaller budgeted movies are taking the shine away from these bigger budgeted movies. And we still get good big budget movies. Look at fucking Dune Part 2. Easily one of the best movies of this decade. It's going to be considered an all-timer years from now. You know what I'm saying? There's been tons of great movies. And look at 2026's lineup for movies. What are we talking about? We just got to go out and support these movies. You don't know if a movie is good or bad until you actually watch it for yourself. Stop going off of hearsay, box office, Rotten Tomatoes. I still don't understand why people use Rotten Tomatoes for a metric for anything, knowing that shit is so inconsistent. Just go out and watch these movies, bro, and things will be fine. Stop saying that they don't make good movies anymore, because clearly that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Do they need to fix this release window shit? Yes. A24, I'm looking at you. Even though A24 be putting out a lot of just original movies, they got to get better with their release schedules and just their release windows, and stop doing these scattered releases and stuff like that. Other than that, I just want to know your thoughts on what I talked about. What do you think? How do y'all feel about Quentin Tarantino's comments? Till next time, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.